Hi guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today's video is going to be another reaction video where I am going to be reacting to an old video that I did earlier this year, which is called, I'm not sure. I just have it labeled as Morbidly Obese Upload. So I'm not sure of the exact title, but this is the second video that I did. So it was what it's like to be morbidly obese part 2. And in this video, basically I just kind of show you what it's like to live day to day in a 300+ pound body. I have officially, at the time of filming this, lost 50 pounds just this year alone. So that is incredibly exciting. I do want to mention real quick that I do have a channel membership. So if you guys are interested in joining that, it is listed down below. You guys can learn more about that. But basically we do weekly live streams. We also are doing, some of us are doing 75 soft together. If I have not been doing weekly updates with my weight here, we're doing that in the membership as well. I would love to have you come join. We also have a members only Facebook page. We do members only bingo cards. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video and let's react to it. So the first thing that I notice is how pale I am, how much thinner my face is, and how much my necklace, even though I'm not wearing the same one, but just how differently it fits. So let's get into this and let's stop yapping. Video, thank you guys so much for being here. So today is another what it's like to be morbidly obese video. And we are gonna touch on other things. My reasoning for doing these videos is to kind of bring awareness, but also when I get to certain parts in my weight loss journey, I'm gonna be able to remind myself what it was like to be over 300 pounds. And you know, when the journey is so long, sometimes I'm gonna need those reminders. So I cannot wait to go back and react to these videos. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But for now, we are still over 300 pounds, so let's go ahead and get into the video. What it's like to be morbidly obese, part 2. You guys remember in the first video, if you haven't watched that, I will link it down below. I talked about these stools, and I also talked about just fear around chairs and breaking them. Yeah, I was just sitting here eating lunch, and I just broke my stool. I don't know the damage yet because, I don't know. I remember this, and I remember the sheer, because this was one of my big fears, was I was gonna break the stools or I was gonna break a chair. I actually broke one of my other chairs, and I have some footage and I will show it to you at some point. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it within this video, but I recorded what it felt like to break that chair. So I have broken a chair before. Never told anyone that, so it was very embarrassing. And this right here, breaking this stool, was also very embarrassing too. I just, thank God I was alone, you know? I couldn't imagine being out and about. Maybe it was just a screw that came loose. My leg was on it. It was my foot actually. So let's survey it together. But this right here, I also want to talk because it's fresh in my mind. My daughter is cheerleader for a basketball team, for her school basketball team, and the bleachers, okay, first of all, why did I edit this video like this where I have this like weird B-roll footage? I was trying something new. But I was actually thinking about this the other day because we went to open house, and she's in high school now, and they don't have those kind of bleachers. They have the bleachers where it has the little kind of like ladder, so you have little sections where you can walk up. Well, her middle school does not have them like that. You have to step, you know? So yeah, oh, I remember that. And I literally hated it. And like I said, I just remembered that because when we went to the high school, literally when I sat down, I was like, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Morbidly obese person, oh my gosh, they are so uncomfortable. But not only that, I had to rush yesterday to get there, to get a bottom row bleacher because I can't go stepping up those bleachers. Imagine the impact that's on my knee as I come from that top bleacher to the floor, no. And then to be so big and take up so much space, if I wanted, like say I wanted to go to the top or even the middle, to have to go down and get around people, girl, please. Which also brings me to another point of ever since I started weighing over 300 pounds, really over like 250, 230, you will not catch me in the middle of a row. I will say I'm getting a little bit better about this. I really don't know. Like at church the other day, we came in late and I was like, oh, immediately, oh crap, the fear, like we're not going to be on the end. And I was fine. And because, you know, you have to pass people and it was fine. And it was really cool to see that. I mean, I'm sure, again, I have a long way to go. I can't wait to react to this again after losing another 50 pounds. But it's really, that's just, I feel so trapped. I feel so, and then I don't want to bother people if I have to get up, and then I have really bad anxiety, and the idea of even being trapped makes me want to get up and run even more. So it's just a whole thing. So slowly but surely, not 100% there yet, but it's definitely gotten a lot better. It makes me feel claustrophobic. It makes me feel like, what am I gonna do if I have to get up and leave and go to the bathroom? Sometimes I get panic attacks and you have to like, excuse me, and you take up so much space. Nah, sit me at the end every single time. What if I get a panic attack and I have to run? Then I have to go, excuse me, to all these people, and I take up so much space. I don't want my butt in their face. These are things that, like, I personally didn't even make the connection. Like, I just thought it was because of my anxiety that I didn't want, that I always have to sit at the end. No, it's because if there's something that happens and I need to get up and I have to like squeeze through people, I'm sorry, but this is no way to live life. It really isn't. It's really not any kind of way to live life. Please, I volunteered the other day and the aisles are like really tight. Let me tell you something about volunteering. So I was volunteering, and one time they were like, hey, we need you to go to the truck and we need you to get this thing out. I can't remember what it was. I've never been so embarrassed in my life, because when I went to go step up onto the truck to go get the thing, I physically could not. And it was I think one of the first times that I realized I couldn't do something like that. And it broke my heart. And kid you not, I did not go back to volunteer at that place for months on end because I was so embarrassed. Again, I don't ever want to live like this again, ever. Sitting here, it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. And then you're sitting here like, what are these people thinking? Because I know that they're thinking. I know they're thinking something in their head negative about me. Because the other day I went to church, my son had to go hold me a seat because I was like, I have to be at the end of the row. This is so inconveniencing. And at his church, when I was going in January or February, I remember like when I would stand, my butt touching, like it was very uncomfortable. I felt very closed in because their seats are kind of closer together, and I couldn't really fit in the seats this way. Not this way, but this way. First time I've ever experienced something like that, where the seats were, to me, too close together this way. As I'm becoming more active and I'm doing more things, I'm realizing certain things, and it's like, oh, I really don't want to go. I want to go to my daughter's basketball games. Again, cheerleader. I just say basketball games. I want to go. I want to go to every single one of them. But like, what do the other schools look like? That sucked. It really freaking sucked. I'm not going to lie. And then sitting, whenever I did go, sitting on those bleachers was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. And like rushing to get there to make sure we're there super early to try to get a bottom a bottom row so I don't have to climb up, because the only thing I could think of, I feel like I was okay going up, but I was not okay going down, and I was just afraid that my knee was gonna like turn in some weird way and I was gonna fall over and I was gonna hurt myself. So it just wasn't worth it to me. And I just, I'm telling you, if you are struggling right now, it is so worth it to be 50 pounds down. I'm essentially 62 pounds from my very highest down as of today of me filming. And I'm just telling you, all of the sacrifices that I have made this year have 100% been worth it. And I'm not even at the point of being able to experience the complete freedom of what it's like to be in a thinner body, or at least a body where you're not going to have to worry about fitting in a roller coaster or fitting in a seat or being in the middle of the row or fitting in an airplane, or being able to, you know, when you get out of that plus size and you're able to get into straight size clothes, you're able to shop at Ross and Marshall's and literally anywhere. That is going to be such an incredible, incredible experience. So I say for anyone that is struggling, 100% the sacrifices that I have made this year, because there have been many, everyone that's on a weight loss journey is going to have to sacrifice. It's the name of the game. It's just part of it. And 100% it has been worth every single sacrifice, every single tear that's been shed, every single workout that's been gotten through, whether it's I felt good at the end or didn't want to do it or whatever. It has all been worth it. What do their bleachers look like? Like, these are all things that go in my head. Torture. That is just literally living in a prison inside my own body. My own body became a prison. I hate it. I am so tired of living life this way. Y'all ask me, how do you stay on track? This is why. I had finally gotten to that point. Obviously, there's more things. And if you want like a beginner's tip, a guide on like how, like what to do if you're a beginner, I'll link it down below, what I did in the very beginning and how I lost my weight and why I was so successful. But the biggest thing was I wanted this so freaking bad that I was willing to make any and all sacrifices. I don't want food to have that much control over me and my life anymore. I don't. I'm gonna take y'all in my car because that's another thing. Oh, that is so freaking hard. Oh my gosh, while I'm thinking of it, going to Carowinds, going to a amusement park. I'm not even kidding. The very first time I went to one, over 300 pounds, I was in so much pain. I think I was close to 331 pounds, which is my top weight. I was in so much pain. And I kept looking at all of the people who had the little scooters that were on wheels. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that you sit and you can ride around. I was like, oh, I want one so bad. Oh, I want one so bad. Oh, I want one so bad. And I'm not even kidding. I was this close to renting one when I went to, I ended up not going to Winterfest, but I had tickets and I ended up giving them away. But if I went, I was this close to renting one of those for the day because it's just so painful to walk a lot like that in an amusement park because you're walking a ton. So let's see the damage on this chair. I really hope it's not like actually like broke. Can y'all see this? It looks like it's like the nail is intact. It was just a screw. I'm gonna fast forward through this because I already kind of told you like my feelings behind it. It just really sucked. I did end up fixing it, and like you guys saw in the last one, and if you didn't, I will link that video down below. It was me reacting to the very first video that I did of me being what it's like to be morbidly obese. But I don't have this issue anymore. The counter stools are fine, and I don't even think twice to get into them, and that's amazing in itself. But going back to Carowinds or amusement park, I'm not sure if I will be able to fit in a roller coaster or not. I do know that I went to my daughter's open house the other day. They had all the parents and all the kids sit in the desks, and I looked at that thing and I said, I'm not gonna be able to fit in that. I said, girl, stop. You don't weigh that anymore. And so I was like, okay, well, we're gonna try. And I got in and I had room between my stomach and the table top part of the desk. It's like those little slide-in desks. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I was like, I literally couldn't even pay attention to what the teacher was saying because I just kept looking down going, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that I am in this desk right now, because there was no way. There was no way at the beginning of this year that I was fitting in that desk. There was no way even probably like 20, 30 pounds ago that I was fitting in that desk. No freaking way. And so that was really cool. That was a really cool experience. It's hard. It's hard being over 300 pounds. It's hard to even exist, y'all. Like it's just difficult. And like I said, I'm not 100% sure if I'm able to fit in a roller coaster yet, but one day I will. And that day that comes that I go to Carowinds, next time I go, which will probably be next summer, I'm going down those water slides, and then maybe I'll ride a couple of roller coasters too, who knows. But I mean, lately, I don't know. Lately, I've been seeing too much of these rides break down, and I'm like, oh, can't be me. Can't be me. So I don't even know if I want to ride them anymore. But the idea of being able to actually get in one, maybe the little Caterpillar small baby roller coaster, maybe I'll do that one. Okay, so first I want to talk about this. My seat is as far back as it can go, okay? And it's not because I'm tall. I'm literally 5'4". It's because of the fact that my stomach is like, I'm just so close to this wheel. I am so close to this wheel. I cannot get any further back because of my size. So it is not the most comfortable to drive this car, honestly. So you can see when I get in, do you see how close I am to the wheel? And sometimes if I am wearing jeans or something a little more form-fitting, it's so uncomfortable to drive. Here's another thing, okay? So you see how this seat is, right? In the passenger side, my son... I got in the passenger side the other day, and I did have to send it back a little bit from where my son usually sits, and my daughter was actually sitting behind me, and I said, is this too far back? She said, no, I'm good. My daughter got to sit behind me. She doesn't have to sit on the other side because she can't sit behind me anymore because my seat is too far back. I know for sure that this is a huge difference because every time I drive, a lot of times when I drive, I'll just look and see how much room I have between the steering wheel. And it is still at the very back. So that hasn't changed yet. But I do need to lift it up a little bit, and I have changed the seat around just a little bit, but it hasn't been pushed forward at all yet. But the amount of room that I have between my stomach and the steering wheel, I'll just be driving and I'll just look, and I'm going to show some clips, of course, or maybe I already have. It's insane, the difference, and it just makes me so happy. And so that's one of those moments that when I get in the car, I'll think about, and I know what I'm about to say. I know I'm about to say whenever I get in the passenger seat, because I was dating that guy last year, and every time I got in his car, or really anyone else's car, that seatbelt was locking because I had extended it as far as I could possibly go because I'm so large. And so if I even go up a little bit like this, that bitch was locking. It locked, and I was like, and because I'm so big and it's already like super extended, I can't just like wait for it to unlock. It's not going to unlock until I unlock it from the thing, do this, and do this again. So I don't experience that at all. I did not think about that until the other day when I was in the car with the kids, and I was like, you know what? I don't have to worry about the seatbelt locking anymore. I remember when every time I got in this passenger seat, pretty much, it locked, and it doesn't lock anymore. And that was really cool, so not to go victory. My daughter cannot fit her legs back here whatsoever. And then if you can see right here, excuse my car is such a mess, but if you see right here, I have to have my seat all the way back, so when I'm driving, my daughter cannot sit behind me because she literally has no room. Like, let me put this seat back up to where Kentrell has it whenever I drive. Look at how far back I gotta go. I don't think he puts it that much. And then he puts it up. So when you see it going up, it kind of goes up this way, giving the person in the back seat more room. So then you come here. Do you see how much room she has for her feet versus right there? I mean, can she sit behind me? Yes. Is it comfortable if it's a long ride? Absolutely not. Another thing about being morbidly obese is what I just did and what I just showed you has me out of breath. I am constantly out of breath doing these smallest little things. Literally, like, I will have videos where I'm recording and I'm walking and I'm like, I'm barely even walking at any kind of like intense pace, but I'm out of breath. Another thing, being in a car, and this is pretty much every single car, it doesn't happen in the driver's seat. But when I sit in that passenger seat, if I go like this, if I go to bend down to get something, which, girl, oh my gosh, that's dang near impossible. Okay, first of all, listen to me breathing. Second of all, I went to bend down sitting in that seat and I couldn't touch the floor. I don't ever want to go back there ever again. I had to stop. I had to stop talking and breathe because I tried to bend down and I got out of breath. That is insane. Oh my gosh. So after losing 40 plus pounds this year, this is where my stomach is from the steering wheel. And I totally could. I mean, this is like literally, I can't even like bring myself to where it was. Actually, it was like right here. That's insane to me to think that that's where it used to be. This is super exciting. So that's a big difference. And it's a lot more comfortable. Even when I'm sitting in this seat, I don't have to push it all the way back. And there can now be many people, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in here. So now when I'm driving, people can sit behind me and they have room. So yay. I'm not gonna lie, I am effing pissed about the couch. Like, I'm so mad because every day I sit on it, it keeps getting worse and worse. It's not even paid off yet. Like, I haven't even had it for 6 months. This is what it's like to be morbidly obese. This is why in 2024, I'm not fucking around anymore. That's right. Like, that's right. Not. And that's why I'm doing these videos too. So A, I can go back and react to them, but B, as I'm filming them, I am getting angry because I'm tired of living this way. I'm so tired. I'm tired of the fact that I paid $4,000 for a couch that broke before it even hit 6 months. Like I said, I don't know 100% if it was just, I'm thinking now after everything that I've dealt with Rooms to Go, that it's probably they're just a POS company with POS quality stuff, because my table's messed up too and they wouldn't replace it, and there's no reason it should look the way that it does because I take nice care of my things. But yeah, I'm telling you, I wanted this so freaking, I want this so bad. That's all I can say. I wanted this so freaking bad. I was tired of living life this way. Like, I just can't even. So here's another thing that I cannot stand about being morbidly obese. That's something that I've just kind of learned to live with, but I know is not what people who are normal weight deal with. And that is, the way that I roll over in bed, first of all, I can't just use, like, no. I'm too big right here. This is so uncomfortable for me to be down here on this pillow. Like, okay, I'm gonna do a split screen for you guys to see because I'm gonna recreate this, but I can already tell you, I don't experience any of this anymore. Rolling over, it was a whole ordeal to have to roll myself over. And I think I'm about to show y'all this, but I don't miss that at all. Oh, I don't miss that at all. I'm also going to show you guys what this shirt looks like on me now, and it's insane, the difference. As a matter of fact, I start to get dizzy. Like, my head cannot be this low. I mean, oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. I can flip my pillow, but to me, that just is still way too low for me. When I was 280 pounds, this was fine. I could totally sleep like this. But now, at 300 plus pounds, I physically cannot. Which is why, if you guys see my videos, you see this thing in it all the freaking time. Which is because I absolutely need it for my head to prop up my head so that I can sleep comfortably. This is how I have to sleep every single night. And this is how I've had to sleep every single night for the past almost 5 years. Yeah. So let's talk about rolling over in the bed. You know, most people can just like roll over. I have to like it's a chore. That's how I roll over in the bed. Let's do it again. Yep, that's how I roll over. And, you know, like I can't just like you know, like get up, like. Oh my. No. Oh, okay. First of all, core strength is so important. And that was something my core strength was destroyed, but I also was over 300 pounds. That's a lot of weight. So I have been working my core with my trainer. If you guys want more information about my trainer and my toning routine, I will link a video down below. As a matter of fact, I'll link the video. That's the weight loss apps that have helped me lose my weight this year. But, oh my, no, like I feel like I just like get up. I know for sure though that I can get up and not like, I couldn't even get up. Like I was like trying my best and I couldn't. That doesn't work. No, that doesn't work for me. Like I actually like have to like do this. Why my arms aren't more toned, I have no idea. Like seriously. Jeez. To like get up. I'm like using my, what's this thing over here? My stool over here, my foot. And so I'm like using this to push off of, to push me back up onto the bed. Matter of fact, when I first got this bed and this mattress, I was 331 pounds. And I remember telling my mom, like, I can't sit on my bed. And she was like, what do you mean you can't sit on your bed? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I could not sit like I'm sitting right now on my bed. It was just my stomach and my legs and everything was just so large. I physically could not sit on my bed. When I tell you 2024 is my year, we are gonna try a couple of things on this ground. I'm kind of nervous, but again, I am using this footage as motivation and also to come back to show myself how far I have come. So I wanted to test and see if I can do a push-up. So let's try it. Ooh. Woo! I did one. Okay. Now, the fact that I struggled as much as I did, I already know I'm not gonna be able, but let's just try it for kicks and giggles. Ugh. Yeah, no, that's not happening. But that's okay, because I'll get there one day. Now I'm intrigued. I'm assuming I could probably do a plank. I haven't done one in a while. I used to do these things where it was like this, and then I would go up like this. So I can do them, but holy crap, my knees are killing me from the amount of weight that they're having to hold on to and carry. I completely forgot about that. Like, completely forgot about that aspect of working out like that. I don't experience that anymore. That's really cool. So wow, yeah, wow. Okay. This is why I love these videos. Damn. See if we can do a plank. I know I can do a plank, actually. So I can do a plank, that's good. Now, here's the thing. I wasn't able to do crunches. Oh, hold up, girl. That's your plank you did? Okay, but still good, 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 good. Listen to me, listen to me. That was good, Jill, that was good. But yeah, no, I can do all three. Like all the three different levels of planks I can do now, which is awesome. So yeah. I thought for sure I may have showed that here, but I guess not. At my highest weight of 331 pounds, like I physically could not even lift my shoulders like barely off the floor. I also could physically not do a glute bridge. So we're gonna try it today and see what's going on here. Now, we gotta roll over. Okay. Okay. All right. I wanna try, golly, this hurts so bad. Like, I'm not even kidding. Okay, I'm gonna try the glute bridge. What? Okay, I'm not even kidding. I was not able to do this. Like, even just a couple of weeks ago, I tried it on my couch and on my bed. Maybe it's different because the floor is hard, you know, but oh my gosh, so I can like actually start doing glute bridges. Oh. I was like, was that my back? Really? That was my phone. I was like, my back just cracked. I feel like that's good. I don't know that it's really much higher right now, which is kind of concerning if it's not. I'm gonna have to, I remember filming that for the last video, but I'm gonna refilm the footage and see, because I actually want to go put that outfit on too, if I remember. This feels really good to be able to do this. Oh my gosh. 10. Out of 10. I can do that. Okay, here goes. Okay, here goes with crunches. So I'm just gonna leave my legs bent the way that they are, but I can tell you, this area right here, it's like not quite my back, but not quite my butt. It's like right here. It's really feeling a lot of pressure from being on the floor like this, which is why I really can't work out. I don't know if yoga pads help or yoga mats help. I don't know. But, okay. We can do crunches. Can we do this? Kind of. Oh, that hurts though. It hurts my back. Okay. Well. You see how I had to like pull, like, wow. I thought I was going to try to do the little crunch thing, but apparently I was like, nope, not trying that. Wow. Those are some things that I can't do, can do, but also I'm impressed. So here's another thing. I want to try this because I used to be able to do this. What was it? Like this and then like this. Because I used to be a very flexible person. So yeah, no, I used to be able to go like head on the... Oh, I'm excited to try this one again. I don't know that the head will be able to go on the floor. Yeah, I don't know that the head will be able to go on the floor, but we'll see. I'm excited for that. Floor. So we got a little bit of work, but that does feel really good. I also want to see if I can do a split, because my whole life I have not tried to do a split yet, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm very intimidating, but I'm going to do one in this video and we'll see if we're officially able to do the split again. I've been able to do one. Do I need to take off my, I don't wanna, nope, I'm not gonna attempt it. But those are things that when I come back to react, I want to see. Again, listen to my breathing, like how quickly I get out of breath. If I can do, well, I know I'll be able to do. So, Jill, just keep working. You've got this, and you will get there. Do not let anyone tell you it's not gonna happen, because it's gonna happen. We gotta get up on our knees, and then we gotta go like this. Then we gotta use the knee and the floor to push up. That's how we get up off the floor. Now, I will say, I still have to use the floor, push off of it. I don't know if I have to use my knee, or maybe I don't have to use the floor and I have to use my knee. I'm not sure. But like I said, there's gonna be a split screen for you guys to see. I know that I can get up a lot faster than what I just got up right now. I know for a fact that I can, because sometimes it still blows my mind, like, oh, I'm up here already. I was just down there and I'm up here already. And how did that happen? I don't even know, because it used to be a chore. It used to be a big chore to even get up off the ground. And so I've never really wanted to get down on the ground, like, ever. And that's why we do not like to get on the floor. So there's this phone that I have, right? And a lot of times I'll just like stick it up underneath my phone. I mean, my stomach. I can still do it. Placeholder for things. Another thing, shoes like this, you know, shoes that are like super flat, have no support. I did not realize that if you are morbidly obese and reach a certain size and a certain weight, that it's almost near impossible for you to wear just any kind of shoes. Personally, for me, I have to have cushion in my shoes or I just can't function. So I'm getting to the point where, yes, I have a more open selection of what I can wear, and I'm able to wear more shoes. Just walking in anything, even like the pool's not even that far, and even just walking, I mean, just up and down the stairs was so difficult. But yeah, any kind of flat shoe. I wore some the other day and I walked around a lot and my arches and my feet didn't hurt. I wore the slides the other day and I had no problem. I walked to Target. I always park in the back. I walked through Target. No pain. Definitely have more of a selection, but I don't think it's where I want it to fully be, but it's getting there for sure, and it's really exciting. Because at one point, literally all I could wear were my Nikes, and it kind of sucked for more than like maybe an hour or two. If I wear a flat shoe like this for an extended period of time, even though it does have some cushion in it, I'm in a lot of pain. I can't walk for a really long time in these shoes. I was thinking about, I cannot wait to just go in the pool. And then I thought about tan and how this was something I never dealt with either, but like the weird places that I now get tan lines because I'm morbidly obese and my body is bigger than what it used to be. So there are, like, for instance, this tan line, because like my arms are so big, is much bigger than it normally is, and it's very noticeable. The tan line when I am laying in a float, or if I'm just laying down in general, the tan line that is around, like literally, I'll stand up. So because my stomach, you know, kind of hangs over my legs, if you're in a sitting position or if you're in a float where you're kind of in a more sitting position, your stomach hides a portion of your leg. So when I stand up straight, this part of my legs right here, and it's very embarrassing because I love to sit in the sun and get on a float and just float in the water. I also love to swim, all of the things. I just love the pool and being in the pool in the summertime. And that has been my reality for the past, I don't know how many summers, since 2019 basically. So I have swam laps several times, and swimming laps is so much easier. I talked about this one time in my 75 Soft, one of my 75 Soft vlogs. I talked about this where there's a ladder to get out of the pool on both sides of the pool, and this whole entire time I've lived here, I looked at those and like, yeah, right, ain't no way, there's no way. And this summer I was like, I'm gonna try it, and I did it, and I got out of the pool from the ladder on the side of the pool, which was so freaking cool. And just swimming laps in general, because when you swim freestyle and your head's in the water and then you gotta turn and stop to breathe and turn your head, when you weigh so much, you really gotta lift up a lot of weight. And so as I've gotten smaller, it's gotten easier to be like, okay, So swimming overall has been definitely a lot more enjoyable. I'm not gonna say I don't have that pool float tan line at all. It's tiny, it's like a little bit, like maybe like this, where the past several years it's been like this. So I definitely don't experience that as much, and that is also really cool too. So I can only imagine how much better it's gonna be next summer. I will end with this. I can tell in this, like in this outro and intro, and even when I was just talking about the pool float and stuff, I can definitely tell at this point. I'm not sure how much weight I've lost, but I can definitely see it in my face for sure, that I'm not as, I've lost some weight from the first video that I filmed. So that's really cool. I also want to go do one thing right now, because I have not tried on that NSYNC hoodie that I had on when I was in the car. I want to try that on and see how that fits. So give me a second, I'm gonna go put it on. It was definitely like super tight to me, and this is how much room. And I also remember here around the neckline, I just constantly was always pulling it down because it was so close to my neck, like up here, and so I was constantly just doing this. So that isn't as bad. So that's really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video just like this. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell so you're always notified of every single upload I do. I upload 3 videos a week. And also, do not forget about my channel membership. All the information is going to be listed down below in the description box. Currently, I am doing 75 soft, and several of my members are doing it as well. So if you want to come join us, we talk about our weight loss, what we did for the week, our progress, our failures, what our challenges were, all that kind of stuff. More in depth for sure I talk about on my membership and in my membership live streams than I do here. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you go check out my membership. But with that, I love you guys. Have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.